everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to do the Library Lovers book tag. So this is a tag that I think is like 8 or 9 years old. Like, it is an old tag, but I recently saw it on Chantel from Chantel Reads All Day. I think that's her channel. I'll have that link down below, but I recently saw her do it, and I just want to talk about my library and how much I love it, and so I decided to do this tag. So I'll link Chantel's video as well as the original down below, and let's just talk about the question. So the first one is, how often do you visit your local library? So I live in the greater Kansas City area, and we are so blessed to have so many libraries. And in my county, we have 14 or 15, and in the greater Kansas City area, we probably have at least double that. And so we go to a library at least once a week. And I love our library. Like, I'm on our library website or app daily, and we, like I said, we go to the library at least once a week. I would say probably more like twice a week, because I just love it. My kids love it. It's awesome. And we have one close to us that has an outdoor playground, a whole indoor playground. It's awesome. Next is number 2. Are you the type of person who checks out more books than you know you can read? Or are you someone who only checks out the exact amount of books you intend on reading before they're due? So for me, I check out exactly what I think I'm going to read. For my kids, we check out a lot. In fact, let's go together and check how many books do we have out from the library. Now, I will say that a lot of times, if it's not a super brand new popular book, I will try to check out physical copies of books that I'm listening to on audio if I don't have them. So we do have, and I just filmed a pretty big wrap up, but we have 58 books out. So I think we actually will read them all and have read a lot of them. So I would say I check out the exact number that I'm going to read, but we check out a lot at a time. Number 3, how old were you when you first got your library card? So I don't know. I moved to Kansas when I was 4, I think. I think I was 4. I was either 3 about to turn 4 or 4 about to turn 5, but I think I was 4-ish. And my grandma moved to Kansas maybe 2 years later. So I was maybe 6. And she is the one who made me a reader. And so I think she probably took me to get my first library card. So I'm going to say 6. I personally I made a really big deal about it and let my oldest daughter get her first library card at 5. And I fully regret everything about it because she, obviously we check out a lot of books, but she has lost her card. She also, our library system has it so I can't have my email on 2 accounts. And so I don't get any of the notifications for when her stuff is due, when to renew it, all that kind of stuff. And so things have... It's just another thing to manage. And I could just give her my card and let her be responsible for checking things out. And I think that's what I will do from now on. And what I will do for my kids. I think when they have an email address is when I'll let them have their own card. I don't know. Maybe I feel like a curmudgeon saying that, but I think I was 6. And that was in the days of printouts and everything. So it was maybe a little bit easier to manage. And I mean, we still have printouts, so I could do it that way. But anywho. Let's see. Number 4, do you go to your library looking for a particular book, or do you check anything out that piques your interest? So I use my library's hold systems a lot. We put a lot on hold. However, anytime I am able, I will go browse the shelves at our books, or at our bookstore, or at our library. And I never have a specific goal. If I have a specific book I want, I always put it on hold. Because we have so many libraries in our library system, it's kind of hard to find specific things at specific libraries. But I love just going exploring the stacks. That brings me so much joy. And I'm trying not to do it very much because I have so many books that I need to read on my shelves. And maybe on the Libby app, exploring just the shelves on there. Maybe that's a little more realistic because my physical reading time is not high. That's the other reason I love our library has a constant Friends of the Library bookstore. It's not just on certain days or anything. It's always open. And so I will go in there and browse and pick stuff up a lot because then there's no timeline. I'm not taking it from anybody else, all that kind of stuff. So I love though, like, I feel, was it Mother's Day? I don't know. Sometime I had like free time where my kids were with me, but my mom was with me also. And I was like, let's go to the library. You can entertain them in the kids area and I'm just going to browse. That brings me so much joy. And my goal is to get my physical TBR down to one bookshelf. So then I feel more freedom in using my physical reading time through that because it brings me a lot of joy. Number 5, do you use your library to check out just books or do you also do DVDs, audiobooks, etc.? So I just do books, and kids books, my books, all that kind of stuff. I do Libby and Hoopla for digital reads. Libby and Hoopla are both free apps through our library system that you can do digital books. I don't do DVDs because we don't have a DVD player, and my husband was like, well, we do in the car, and I never thought of that, but we don't typically take long enough road trips. I also have a kid who gets car sick, so I think a DVD would probably make it worse. So I don't do DVDs, and I don't do physical audiobooks because even now, like, computers are made without CD players. Like, I don't know how I'd even play it. So no, but I have done some of the kids kits and some of the kids like audio book kind of thing. So I guess that, but mostly like 99% just books. Number 6, from what section of the library do you check out a majority of your books? YA, middle grade, adult, or nonfiction? So, I mean, by numbers, it would be middle grade and children's. But like the thing I don't like about the library closest to us is the adult section is not very big. And so they are like, I mean, I don't know. I go into the general fiction section and there's like a row or two of each genre. So I typically, I mean, there's only like 6 rows or maybe 8. So I'll go up and down all of them. I love, really the first place I always go is the new releases and like the hot picks because I just love seeing what's out there. Or the like spotlight shelf. There's usually a spotlight shelf of things that the librarians have loved. And so I'll do that. So yeah, that would be the first place I go is to the spotlight shelves. And then I try to browse all of the adult books in the library that's closest to us. Number 7, what is your favorite part of using your local library? So my favorite part is just all the ways that both myself and my kids can be entertained. So we go to story time, not quite as much now that I've got a 6-year-old, almost 4 and almost 2, like because finding something that entertains all of them at the same time. We don't go quite as much, and we just have a lot of other things going on, but we do go to story times a lot. They have like read with a pet, so they'll bring a dog in, or they've brought like chickens in and stuff where you can read with them. We saw Catherine Center at our local library. We have done so many awesome events, and those are all like cherries on top of an already awesome thing because like I said, our library the branch closest to us has so much entertainment for my kids. And like I'll check out a book, we'll go out and play on the playground, and so it's like everybody can get something there, all of us. I love the bookstore. I love the book sales. They do quarterly book sales and everything's $1. So like, I love that. And I just love, they have meeting rooms. So my husband has had meetings there. My oldest daughter did a robotics class there. They have art things. They have like a 3D printer. They've got everything. They even have like a coffee shop. So like literally play dates. We always go to the library if it's bad weather because it's just great. What don't I like about the library is the thing. The only thing I don't like is that there's a timeline, which it makes sense. But our library does not do fees. They do summer reading programs. They also do a family read aloud program. So every book you read with your kids that's over 80 pages, you can call and they will log it. And for every 3 books, you get a free book, or every 6 books, you get a free book. I can't remember what it is, but up to 6 books. So last year we got 6 free books for just reading aloud. And like all those programs that encourage reading and just like making the library somewhere my kids love to go is just awesome. And also that I can be entertained there, and it's fun for me. It's fun for them. The amount of resources, and I love walking into the library and you see kids and you see people from babies to old people everywhere in between, all abilities, all ages, sizes, everything. Like the library is like a universal joy-filled place. And so I love our library and I'm so grateful for it. And yeah, let me know. Do you go to your library very much? I was astonished recently to realize that my mother does not have a library card. She doesn't live in the same town that I do, but she does not have a library card. She likes to read, but does not have a library card. And I don't know how that's possible. Like, we use our library so darn much. So let me know. Do you love your library, or are you like my mom who likes Kindle books and buying books and doesn't really use it much? Let me know what your thoughts are on the library. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.